Okay, the last thing I have to talk about, some people don't want to hear about, so I'm going to give you a warning. This is probably TMI, but if it were me that was pre-op or whatever, and someone had gone through what I've gone through, I would want them to share it. So, I am going to talk about constipation. It isn't a pretty topic. I will not be totally graphic, but I will share a little bit of what happened to me this weekend. So if you don't want to watch it, stop it now, okay? You know, I made my video last Thursday, and I was feeling really good, but Friday, I realized it had been a long time. It had been since Monday since I had gone, and I just was feeling very uncomfortable, very kind of bloated and full, and I didn't really know what to do about it. And I thought, well, you know, things will kind of start. I've really only started eating food, soups and stuff that week, so you know, I thought it'll pick up. Well, when I got up on Saturday morning, I was really uncomfortable. So I went to the store and I picked up some Benefiber, and I was kicking myself because I was like, why didn't I think about this before? I could have been adding this to my water since surgery, but I didn't. So, anyway, I picked up some Benefiber, put it in my protein shake. It tastes like nothing. It doesn't thicken it. It's like it's not even in there. Perfect. Drank it, and about 3 hours later was really uncomfortable. So I went back to the store and picked up some Miralax. I didn't want anything that was chemical exactly, like a regular laxative, and I couldn't take anything that's a pill. So, per my doctor's instructions. So, I picked up Miralax. I took a dose of it. It is supposed to be a mild laxative, and it is supposed to soften everything so that you can go. Well, it didn't. It did somewhat, but no. It was awful all night long. Saturday night, I was up every hour, every 2 hours in the bathroom, and I have internal hemorrhoids from when I had my oldest daughter. They've never really bothered me. I didn't even know I had them until I had a colonoscopy a couple years after she was born, and the doctor told me. So I've always just been really careful, just to make sure that things stayed moving, made sure I ate my vegetables and all that good stuff. I have irritable bowel syndrome, so I really don't struggle with constipation. I have the other problem. So I've never dealt with this before, really. Even when in my pregnancies, I never dealt with it. It was absolutely awful. Everything was rock hard. And let me tell you, I have never been in so much pain in my life. And I mean, it was awful. It was absolutely awful. And I suffered all night, through the day, Sunday morning, you know, through the morning, Sunday morning. At about 2 o'clock, which is about 3 hours early, I went ahead and took a second dose of Miralax. You're only supposed to take it once every 24 hours. I went ahead and took it at 2. It still did not help 3 hours later. I mean, I could tell that everything that was behind the problem was ready to go. But everything, you know, everything that was causing the problem was not. And I was miserable. So I went to the store and I got an enema. That was horrible too. It was a necessary evil though. Because once I used it, it did what it was supposed to do, and I felt better. I was in a lot of pain, and so I ended up having to sit on one side or the other. I couldn't sit straight down and sit straight up, even after everything had cleared up. So, a word to the wise, get some Benefiber. Mix it in your water. When you are freshly post-op, do not worry about your protein. I had people telling me that, but I was like, how can you mean that? I've got to have food. My body's got to have food. My body didn't have to have food. I weighed 286 pounds when I went in to have surgery. My body didn't need food. It had food stored, lots of it. I was not going to starve to death. It was my old brain talking to me, and I just couldn't see it. So, water first. I know everybody says protein first, protein first. Not the first week after surgery, especially with VSG. Water. Water first. You want to get in as much water as you can in a day. And mix that benefiber in there. It can only help. Because I don't want any of you that are pre-op to go through what I went through this past weekend, because it was absolutely horrible. Okay, I think I'm probably pushing 20 minutes here. So, I'm probably going to end up doing the constipation thing as its own little blurb. I am better now. Monday, everything was normal. I've gone every day since then, which is fine with me. I'd rather that than the other. I do still have the Miralax. It works great for mild to moderate constipation. Mine was severe. And I probably should have just started off with the enema and then gone with the Miralax. But the Miralax has helped, you know, since then. I took my second dose on Sunday and I haven't taken any more since then, but I have it if I need it. And if I go more than 3 days without going, I will take it. So, I guess that's about it. I'm sorry I'm not a little bit more chipper today. I am wiped out, and I know part of it's because I'm starting to get back in the swing of things around my house, and you know, any of you that are stay-at-home moms, you know that being a stay-at-home mom is manual. I mean, there isn't any way of getting around. The dishes need to be done, and the kitchen needs to be cleaned, and, you know, toilets have to be scrubbed, and, you know, it is what it is. That just is how that works. So, I don't know what to tell you. That's just part of it. So, anyway, I think that's about all I have. So, I hope nobody was offended about all the constipation talk. It needed to be said. I felt like I should share it. I haven't really seen anything about anybody really talking about it, and I think I had a pretty bad case of it, and hopefully that's abnormal, because I sure don't want any of y'all who are pre-oppers to go through that. So, I will talk to y'all later. Bye!